In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to create a new Easy Digital Downloads product. I think you'll find it easy. It's not very different than creating a blog post or a web page for your site. So to start out, once you're logged in, go to Downloads and click on Add New. And we're just going to step right through the page and create a product. So we're going to call this the Ultimate Easy Digital Downloads product. You can use the normal editor here that you're familiar with from doing blog posts, or if you'd like, you can use this more visual builder called the Fusion Builder, which lets you add other elements on the page easily. I'm going to do that because I suspect you're familiar with how to use this other editor, but maybe haven't seen this one. So I clicked on Use the Fusion Builder. One thing to be aware of here is that once you've gone to that editor, you can't go back to the default editor. It will not work properly. So if you see down here, it has a Fusion Builder. So you have to start out adding a container. I'm going to do just one big container for the page. I'm going to add an element. And if all I wanted to do was pretend like I had the traditional editor, I just add a text block and look at that editor. It looks the same, and I can just type in my content here. I'll save that, and it shows a little representation, but it also gives you opportunity on add elements. You can add other things in here. If you want a button that goes to a link or a checklist that you want to do, you can add that. But there's a lot of options here, and I can show you how to do that. I'm just going to put a tagline box in here. I want a shadow behind it, and we'll just title tagline box title here. Oh, look, here's the description. And then lots more info here. We can put a bunch of stuff there. So if I save that, now it has a tagline box. But anyway, you would construct either using the editor, the traditional editor, or the Fusion Builder, just like you would a blog post. What is it you want to say about this product? But let me scroll back up here. So we'll just work our way down the page. So the price of the product, we're going to say is $12.95. If you want to give them a choice, say it's, you can buy a 1 month package or a 3 month package or whatever. You can click this variable pricing. It'll let you give it a name and a price, and you can add additional ones as well. But we're just going to stick with the $12.95 product. Here's where you would add the files that they get to download when they purchase the product. So I already have some that are in the media library, so I'll just go ahead and click one, tell it to insert it. I want to add a second file. If I didn't already have it uploaded, I could go here and upload the file from my computer, but I already have a couple that I'm just going to add in here. So great, those are on there. You might want to have some notes that go along with those downloads. So you could say, this product comes with a free consultation. Call Stacy after you completed the modules to schedule your consultation. You put in there whatever you want, and it's going to show up on the receipt. Let's look over here to the right on some things that we need to do. Just like you would save a blog post while you're working on it, you can save a draft here of this product. The categories, this one's probably an ebook, we'll call it. You could create other categories here if it doesn't nicely fit into one of those. Whoops. I didn't wait for it to save before I clicked on some more changes. If there's some tags so that when people are searching your site, you want them to easily find this product, you could put them in here. Maybe ultimate is a word or a tag I wanted to use, or workshop might be one. just add those in. You can limit how often somebody can download something, but just leave it at 0 if you want them to always have the ability to download it. If this is not something they would order multiple copies of or multiple units of, then just disable the quantity. Typically on a downloadable product like this, they're not going to order multiple of those, so I disabled it. It automatically puts a button to purchase the product at the bottom of the page. So you probably, most of the time, want to leave that unchecked. If you're doing some heavy customization layout of the page, we might disable that so we can put the button exactly where we want it on the page. And then I would leave the rest of these things the same. You want to give it an image, just like you would a blog post. You want to pick an image for it to have, and this is the one I want. You could update these if you need to. Set the download image and it will show it here. It's also going to display that at the top of the page. A couple other things you want to do is give it a nice friendly excerpt for what this product is. So this will show when there's a screen full of showing all those thumbnails of your products and it's got a little sentence or two about each one. That's the excerpt. So you probably want to handcraft that. So type it in there, but then also copy that and go down here to where it says Yoast SEO. This is where we're optimizing for SEO on our website. And I clicked the little, this edit snippet. So when this shows up on Google, this is kind of how it's going to look right here. And you can put in whatever description you want here for Google. And you see as I put in more text, this little meter goes up. You really don't want to go past the end of that. And this is just helping guide you to let you know how much more you can do. Don't touch the slug, leave that alone. If you want to give it a very specific title so that it doesn't pick up just this default what it got, if you don't like that, just type something in new here and it'll take that. You can see that's how it's going to look on Google. But when you're done with that, just close it. I think that's it. I wouldn't really touch any of the things down here. I would leave those alone. And then I'm just going to save a draft of this because this obviously is not a real product. And then we can preview it. So let me preview that product. All right, so this is the product. You can see we had a pretty big image. If we're not happy with how large that is, you could make it a shorter image. Here's where I started just to type in some text. This is that tagline box I created, so you can see how just the default decided to lay that out. Obviously, there's a lot of styling and customization you can do there. And then here's the button that it put in by default. So if I click on that, it would take me to it would add it to my shopping cart and take me to the checkout page. So that's how you add a new Easy Digital Downloads product. You can see it's very similar to adding a blog post, just a couple extra things that you need to set in there. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you with that. Good luck.